Let's talk about something that can have even a bigger impact on your bottom line. Knowing how to pick good loads and avoid bad ones. Some can take you down a dead end and others can actually cost you more than you earn. So let's break it down. A bad load can stop you in your tracks. Take the time to evaluate every option carefully, especially in this first few months. Hey everyone, welcome back. We're now in part 6 of the series on getting your new MC rolling strong. Last time we talked about handling pickups and drop-offs professionally because those little things can make a big difference in your reputation. Today, let's talk about something that can have even a bigger impact on your bottom line. Knowing how to pick good loads and avoid bad ones. As a new MC, it's tempting to grab any load that looks like quick cash, but not all loads are created equal. Some can take you down a dead end and others can actually cost you more than you earn. So let's break it down. What makes a load worth your time? First things first, you gotta evaluate the destination. A good load isn't just about where you're going. It's also about what's available when you get there. Heading into a high demand area with lots of return load options, that's great. But heading into a dead zone where loads are few and far between, that could have you stuck and waiting around or deadheading to find the next job. And that's just money down the drain. Always research the area before you commit. If there's no good way out, that high-paying load may not be worth it in the long run. Next, you gotta know your minimum rate per mile. If you don't know what it costs to keep your wheels turning, you won't know if a load is actually worth it. I've seen way too many new carriers jump at what looks like a decent rate, only to realize they're not even covering their daily costs. Before you accept any load, make sure it meets or beats your break-even rate. It's simple math, but it's essential. You don't want to end up losing money on a haul just because the rate looked good on the surface. Number 3, check the load's weight and specific requirements. A heavy load means more fuel, more strain on your truck, and potentially more time at weigh stations. And don't forget to check for driver assist or special handling requirements like loading or unloading fees. This could add time and costs you weren't expecting. Say a load is paying well, but it's 44,000 pounds and requires driver assist. By the time you factor in the extra fuel and the time to help load or unload, you might find it's just not worth the hassle. One of the biggest mistakes new MCs make is going after what looks like easy money without considering the long game. A load that takes you into a busy area with high rates might be more valuable than a higher paying load that traps you in a low demand area. It's all about balance. Think about the week, not just the day. A lower paying load that keeps you moving might be better than a high paying load that leaves you stranded. Look for opportunities that build momentum, not just cash at the moment. And finally, always keep an eye out for red flags in the rate confirmation. Look for extra fees, detention policies, and any small print that could impact your bottom line. These things are easy to miss, but those details matter. If you see vague terms or high penalties, don't be afraid to ask for clarification. Better to clear things up before you're locked in rather than regret it later. Remember, every load you take should fit into your bigger plan. A good load keeps you moving and helps you build momentum. A bad load can stop you in your tracks. Take the time to evaluate every option carefully, especially in this first few months. In the next video, we'll get even more specific and talk about understanding local market rates for your equipment types. This is a big one because it'll help you stay competitive and know when a load is really worth it. So stay tuned and let's keep building that strong foundation for your business.